I love to cook, but I didn't always have a healthy relationship with food. As a matter of fact, I had a fear of food. I will share with you the things that I have never shared with anyone. I will introduce you to experts that can give you a little advice on how to better your outlook on food. Like any addiction, it's all about wanting to get well.
With an eating disorder for many years. Started as a young teenage girl and dealt with it for many years because I hid it from my family, from my friends. No one knew about this eating disorder. I kept it. It was my own little secret, and it was my way of dealing with many challenges that I had in my life. Now I have a cooking show. Ironically, someone that had a negative relationship with food learned to have a positive and healthy relationship with food. For many years, I felt alone. I felt no one understood my illness. I felt that a lot of people didn't see it as an illness. People with eating disorders still have to have food around them to live. How do you deal with that?
For this recipe, you'll need 1 box of Garden Delight vegetable pasta, 2 fresh tomatoes, 1 green pepper, 1 red pepper, 1 yellow pepper, half an onion, 6 fresh basil leaves, 3 garlic cloves, 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1 pound boneless chicken breast, half a teaspoon of salt, and half a teaspoon of oregano.
So let's get started. I have here some chicken that I've cut up. Actually, I have to cut up a little bit more. I already washed my hands. We're gonna cut up a little bit of chicken. And you can cut it in strips, you can cut it in little blocks. We're also gonna do a very good healthy pasta. We're going to use a Garden Delight, which is a vegetable pasta. Now you can use anything you want. You can use long pasta, short pasta, bow ties. Personally, I like this one for just the look. I like the different colors and it's just really good looking. So we're gonna do that. I've already put some water in the pot. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt, just to add a little bit of, you can use regular salt, a little bit of olive oil. Now, a lot of times people tend to ask, how do you cut peppers? I personally like cutting the peppers, the top, and I stick my fingers in here and I basically just pull the inside out. It's very simple, very easy, and then you can rinse out. A lot of times it's very good when you have stuffed peppers. So that's basically what I do. Cut the top, stick my fingers in and bring it out. You can cut your vegetables any way you want. Julienne, little squares. I tend to like the long vegetables because ultimately when it starts cooking, it will just get very tender. Now all these colors are gonna look great once you're done with your pasta. So what I'm gonna do now, this pan has been heating. It's always good to heat the pan a little bit before you put the oil in because that prevents things from sticking. So now I'm gonna put a little olive oil in the pan and you can see it smothering in. This happens when it's heated. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put my chicken that I've already cut up. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, just a pinch. A little bit of pepper. A little bit of oregano. I like the taste of oregano, really up to you how much you want to use. A little bit bit of parsley. Now these herbs are a little dry. They're dry herbs. Obviously you can use fresh herbs, would probably be best. Now I did have some basil. These are fresh. I'm just going to cut up just a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of that. Let's stir this. So we're going to check our pasta. And I tend to like to crack the lid on the pot so that it doesn't overboil. It's looking good. Leave it a little longer. Medium heat, maybe a little higher. Just keep your eye on that so it doesn't overboil. Working on our chicken. This is going to really look nice when you add all the different colors and the different vegetables. If you think it's a little low, you can just raise the heat a little bit. Now make sure that when you're cooking chicken, it's really cooked. Chicken is one of those meats that it cannot be undercooked, just like pork. This is a white onion. To me, it's an onion that has more of a sweeter taste. I cut a little bit and I put just a few just for the taste at the end. Now, another thing a lot of people have often asked me is about crying when they're peeling onions. I don't know if you know this trick, but if you put an onion under cold water and then you cut it, it doesn't really tear on you, it doesn't allow you to tear up as much as if you don't. I'm going to go ahead and watch this. Wet it a little bit. I'm just going to cut a couple of slices. 3. Cut them in 4s. And I'll add this to the steaming pasta, to the steaming chicken. You can probably see the sauce beginning. Oh, this is going to be great. Okay, now I'm going to take some of this pasta and I'm actually going to just put it in here. Let's mix it. Once we're done with this, you can just serve it. This is the simplest, healthiest meal. It didn't take very long to do. It's quite fast, it's quite healthy. Now we're going to get a serving platter. I'm going to go put this in the back. Serve a little bit. This is great. Really, really, really good. All the taste, chicken, it's light, fresh. Really, really good.
For most people, cooking is an ordinary daily routine. But for me, it was a daily challenge. On the early stages of recovery, you should avoid foods that can trigger a purging reaction. Eating healthy and eating the right foods is an important key to helping someone with an eating disorder. Thank you for joining me. Remember that you are stronger than your challenge, and you too can find a way to love food.